All right, guys, here we go. I know it's been a little bit of a wait, but the videos are here, and we're gonna break it down. I think probably in 2 ways, or maybe even 3 ways. First, I was gonna go over the top 20 collabs, just collabs. So anybody that teamed up with with a brand that dropped a shoe, gonna knock those out. Then I was thinking of maybe doing like my top 5 just quick strikes or super general releases, and then giving it a top 10 overall of 2013. So let's get into this right now. Here we go. This is number 20 to 15 for the collabs. My number 20 is out of Burn Rubber. These actually dropped towards the latter part of the year. The guys over at Burn Rubber decided to use the 577. If everyone remembers, they did a collab with New Balance a few years ago. It was definitely one people over. I can't fucking talk tonight. Got a lot of praise for it, so they tried to follow it up with this. This is the Boxer. Joe Louis set.
Beat Joe Louis's ass.
Beat Joe Louis's ass. And it's a dope shoe, man. The entire shoe, the entire silhouette is using this super premium leather from toe to heel. So nothing fancy, nothing flashy. Everything is just purely simple, straightforward. It's a super comfortable shoe. I'm a little disappointed a lot of people didn't pick up on this one. It's still sitting on certain shelves. You could definitely find it online. But it's definitely a recommendation of mine to, if you don't have it, get it. If you do have it, then you know what I'm talking about. Again, 577 was used a lot this year by a lot of designers, a lot of shops out there, and for good reason. It's definitely a dope shoe. So again, the number 20 for me is the Joe or the Burn Rubber Joe Louis's ass or the Boxer. People who actually got this in store, this came in a violin case. So if you were lucky enough to get the violin case, kudos to you. But this is my number 20. All right, on to the next. I posted a picture on Instagram a couple days ago saying that I can't believe how people totally forgot that this fucking shoe dropped in 2013. It was not on any list that I read. Nothing on Complex, Sneaker News, Nice Kick, none of the lists. I don't know why. It's a fucking insanely good shoe.
I think the color had something to do with...
purple's not your everyday color.
Yeah.
It's not something that's used a lot. I mean, if it is, it's only used for bits and pieces of a shoe.
That's more of an eggplant purple. I mean, it's you can see it if you hold it in that light. If you kind of give me like a, you could kind of see it. Yeah, you could see the purple.
Right, but to me, I think that's kind of what sets this shoe apart from all the other ones.
It's a dope shoe.
Yeah,
it's a dope shoe. Maybe people forgot. Maybe there was a lot of stuff that was dropped in 2013. A lot of good stuff.
I mean, this came out, really early in the year, so again, it could be very well that people just forgot. But anyway, Ronnie Feig, Kith NYC, he used the GT2 high risk. This was the first drop from Ronnie and the guys over at Kith of 2013. And again,
and GT2 is a personal favorite of mine.
There you go. It's actually, I think it's one of the more popular. Models out of the whole ASICS line until,
the 5?
GL5 showed up. But anyway, let's get back into it. It's, one of the more typical setups. You got the premium pigskin suede and the whole toe box perforated. Then the entire shoe is that ultra premium leather going all the way around. You got hits of the infrared in the logo. Okay, the underlying of the logo, of the stripes, the logo itself, it was, embossed with the infrared, and then the man who put rope laces on the map, he went with it again for this model. It came with 2 other laces, just a straight up red and a black. Is that black? Oh,
no,
purple.
Purple.
Yeah, it's purple. Kind of looks black, but you know, rope laces was the thing in 2013, and looks like it's still the thing for 2014. But again, this is a favorite of mine just for the simple fact of the color. Not, I mean, you don't see it. You don't see this color used at all. So there you go. Number 19, Ronnie Fog GT2 High Risk. Dope shoe. All right, next, the guys over at Concepts in Boston. I guess I didn't realize the chaos that was going to ensue when they announced that they were dropping an ASIC for the first time. But it fucking did, man. I mean, the website shut down, people's orders got canceled, and this and that. The store had a gigantic line in front of it, and I think they turned people away. Who knows, man? It was just fucking chaos. But all I know is the guys at Concepts made things right. If people didn't get the shoe and orders were canceled, you know, they let them get the C note, which was, you know, something they didn't have to do, but they did it anyway. So definitely kudos to Dion and the guys over there. But this is their first ASICS collab, the 3 Lies. They based this off the John Harvard statue out over in Harvard. Yeah, so, you know, the statue, if you see a picture of it, his feet are actually oxidizing and, you know, rusting a little bit, which is what you get in this shoe. The same representation. You have the gold hits, you got the premium leather in the toe box. It's wrapped around with some hits of suede, and then the rest of the shoe is all pigskin suede again. More of a darker blue, closer to navy. And then you got teal accents on the ASIC stripes, and then you have the teal accents on the inner liner, and then in the lace itself. Again, pretty dope concept with the oxidized shoelaces. It came with 2 others. Came with the gold, came with the black. Yeah, these are definitely black. Black not. But yeah. The guys over at Concepts definitely killed it with this one, so it was a good drop by them. They said they have more down the pipe for 2014, so, you know, I'm sure it's only going to get better and better, but this was my number 18, 3 Lies from Concepts. All right, 17, right? 29, 17, there you go.
Fucking guy, basic math.
Horrible at the countdowns. Another first for another shop out in Chicago. This comes out from St. Alfred's. Super fucking simple colorway as far as, you know, what they've based it off of. These are called the Lake Shores, if everyone forgot. You know, they took this off of the concept that, you know, Chicago is surrounded by Lake Michigan, or the waterfront is all, you know, Lake Michigan. So they basically picked the colors that they see on a daily basis, you know, on that lakefront, with the beige, brownish hits.
Does that represent the dirty water?
You know what? Some people might actually say that, but no, that represents the sand. And then you got the, you know, the deeper blue hits with the, you know, lighter blue, actually more gray. For the, you know, mid paneling, side paneling, and for the toe box. The entire shoe is, you know, premium suede, so there's no fuss about it. People don't have to worry about you know, different materials. You got the eye stays had the hits of 3M. The only thing that, you know, is definitely noticeable on the shoe is the ASIC stripes. It was pretty much built into to the shoe as far as the materials are concerned. It's not a separate piece of leather or 3M or, you know, or any other type of materials that they wanted. They actually used the suede, and they just incorporated it into the shoe for the ASIC stripe. So that's pretty cool. You don't see that very often. You're going to see it in 2014. ASICS is already dropping some GRs, and you know, they're using this concept with the stripes on some of their shoes. So, you know, good job by St. Alfred's. This is definitely a dope shoe. To me, it wasn't that comfortable, which is why it's kind of low on the list. Don't know why, but the actual colorway itself, the whole 9 yards, is super sick. So, you know, good job by them. Hopefully we'll see some more stuff from them down the road.
Do you think it's the materials that made the shoe uncomfortable, or
you know
I mean, it's a gel-lite 3. It's not.
Yeah, I could. You know, I couldn't really put my finger on the exact reason why. I'm thinking it had something to do with the fact that it's not too padded on the inside as some of these other shoes were. That could be it. Maybe I just had, you know, a different pair that was just running a little tighter on me. I don't know, but it definitely had a different feel to it. Again, it could just be me, but I didn't see anyone else really complain about it. You know, it is what it is, but it still made the top 20, so that's a good thing. All right, here we go. Last in the set. Oh yeah, we're gonna break these videos up, maybe 5, 10 at a time, so it doesn't you know, get too boring for everyone, or
Doesn't get too long to. It takes us a while to upload them too, to be honest.
not only that, but just editing the whole thing.
Yep.
So breaking them down, you know, piece by piece is better for you guys anyway, so it's easier for everyone. All right, so here we go. Number 16. Bait out in California. They did a lot of collabs this year, man, with Asics, with Saucony. They're an up and comer. They're definitely, you know, somebody to keep an eye on. But you know, they dropped this shoe. This is called the Cruel World.
I think it's a dope shoe. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I think it's a dope shoe. I think it's an underrated. It would be high, and you know, Dan and I spoke about certain shoes on lists, and he has certain things that I would not, and vice versa. And I think this shoe deserves to be a lot higher than where it sits on Dan's list. But that's just personal preference. Again, you know, there's no wrong or right to any of these lists. It is what it is.
Right. With that being said, I'm not a fan of Saucony. Never was.
I do.
You know, even with people saw I had the cotton candy pack this year, and I just didn't like it at all. I tried to give it a shot, but it wasn't. Just not. Look, not everything's going to be for everyone. But with that being said, the shoe itself, the concept behind it, you know, the materials they used, everything on this shoe is superb, really. Called the Cruel World, or the vegan only shoe. The reason why they called it vegan only is because they claim that the shoe has no animal byproducts in it. It's actually on the label itself, in the information that dropped online, everything said that, you know, this is an animal-free shoe. So the suede here is not taking off any cowhide or anything like that. The glue, they said, has no animal byproduct. They use canvas, they use hemp material, they use sport mesh. You know, they actually use cork for the footbed. So everything here is animal free. Awesome shoe, man. I'm not gonna knock it. It's the concept behind it is dope. They really knocked it out of the park. John, get close in on that tongue right there. See, so everyone sees what it says. I know, you know, if you haven't seen it, basically explains that the shoe is animal zone free, or
non-violent constructs.
There you go.
There you go. Tells you the whole thing right there.
So,
if you can hold it steady for me when I'm this close, you are the man. I like you.
There you go.
Okay.
So shout out to Bait for, you know, being proactive on something like this. You know, this is something that seems to be very important to them. You know, making sure that animals are not being put to the slaughter to, you know, make our feet happy. So there you have it. That's number 16. Bait. Good job. You're gonna see a lot more from them. Cruel World. So yeah, be on the lookout for more stuff. So there you go. That's 20 to 16. Stay tuned. We got the rest on the way. Peace.